What is going on, guys? Ryan from Livin Salty here. Today is another absolutely beautiful day here out on the water out of Fort Pierce, Florida. We're here on Little Salt. This is my 16-foot micro skiff that I recently picked up to do some more inshore fishing here in the Indian River Lagoon. Now, just like last week's video, we got some more live finger mullet in here because it is the mullet run. One of my favorite times of the year to do some inshore fishing down here in South Florida. We're gonna go ahead and take all those live mullet. We're gonna be running up and down the Indian River Lagoon here, looking for some bait schools, hopefully find some snooks and jacks and everything, tarpon maybe, blowing up on these big old schools of thousands and thousands of mullet. So we're gonna go ahead and run around. It's the middle of the day we're fishing here today, so live bait is definitely gonna be key. We're gonna start running around and looking for some fish. First spot here, and if you guys watched last week's video, this spot might look a little familiar. This is where we ended up catching that big old gator speckled trout. So we came back here. Why? Because fishing has patterns to it, right? So there was a lot of bait here, there was a lot of fish action. That was less than a week ago, so why not make our first stop to come back to the spot that we just caught fish? So there is a ton of bait here today. I'm not seeing the fish blowing up on the bait like I did the last time, but when there's bait, there's fish. So I'm thinking that there's still gonna be some fish around. They might just be hanging out, being a little bit more mellow than they were at sunrise. But we're gonna be going ahead and using the same setup to pitch our bait as we did last time. This is gonna be the Cast King Capstan 4000 matched with their Inshore series rod here. This is 7'6", fast action, medium power, I believe. Yeah, medium power rod. This rod was freaking awesome last time, so we got him hooked right through the tail there because we are anchored up, so we want him to swim away from the boat. And he looks perfect. Toss on out. We're on our first fish of the day. Done a couple big jumps out of the water. I believe it's a nice sized ladyfish. The other rod. There we go. Pretty good size. Woo! Poor man's tarpon. Uh-oh. He got tangled with the other rod. Now he's trouble. That's a pretty decent sized ladyfish, actually. Not too bad. You know what? I do have one video on my channel making ladyfish fritters. So fish fritters made with ladyfish here. I was really in the mood to have that again today. But the problem is we just started fishing today. Ooh, God, he's pooping everywhere. We just started fishing today and we don't have a cooler for this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a release. Thank you for a good fight there, buddy. Look at all the bait next to the boat. You can see all, like, it looks like raindrops on the surface. Those are not mullet, those are gonna be little pilchards, and they are absolutely everywhere. This might be one of those cases where there's just too much live bait in one spot to fish, and we might have to go somewhere else to kind of make our bait stand out a little bit more. This is one of those days where you only find this much live bait when you have live bait. And when you are really looking for the live bait, oh my God, we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit. Oh, whoa. Woo! Oh, we caught that on camera for you guys. Epic. Woo! What an epic freaking bite that was. For a pretty decent fish here on the Cast King setup. And something's acting a little weird, like we're tail wrapped around them or something. Something seems a little off. Oh, there's a lot of bait blowing up over there. Just as I was getting ready to say about moving spots because of too much bait. I don't think it's a catfish by the way that it came up and ate the bait, but it hasn't done any jumps, which looks like it's gonna be a Jack Crevalle. Makes sense. Once you start to learn how these fish fight, You can pretty much predict. Oh, not that way, not that way. Oh, shoot. Whew. What I was trying to say there is you can pretty much predict what kind of fish it is based upon the fight. And Jack Crevalle, no matter their size, some of the hardest fighting fish. He's hooked normal. Pretty decent sized jack. The biggest jack I've caught on a little salt here. Let's bring him in real quick. Go, nice sized Jack Crevalle. One of those situations where the hook is so far down, it's better to just leave it in his mouth than try to take it out. So get a quick, nice head first release on him. He'll be just fine. We're actually gonna go with the plan and move spots a little bit here. We're not gonna move entirely, we're just gonna change our strategy. Oh, they're freaking blowing up over there again. Instead of staying anchored over here, we're going to bump troll. So we got our live mullet hooked through the nose here. We're just gonna see if we can hook up to whatever is splashing behind the boat there. But we got a hook to the nose here. We're just gonna throw a trolling motor in the water and cover a little bit of ground instead of staying anchored over here. We're finally hooked up, being on the troll for like 45 minutes. Looks like it's just gonna be a small Jack Crevalle. Not what we were hoping for. I think it's gonna have time to pick up and move here soon because we are not finding what we are hoping to right now. There you go, nice little jack. Going back, but I think that's gonna be our sign. There's a bunch of finger mullet around here actually, but there just really isn't any predator fish. Guys, we have anchored up on this corner over here. You can see we have a really strong outgoing tide. There's a big little cove that I was just showing you I was in. That's where it's leading out. There's a really strong current coming out there. I cast net a couple mullet that were swimming along the edge over here. And what do you know, there's a ton of fish blowing up all over here along the mangroves, behind the boat, to the side of the boat. We got baits out, we're ready to go. I think we're about to get into something really big real soon. What do you know, 2 seconds later, we're hooked up on our first fish over here. Not our first fish of the day, but first fish over here. Doesn't look like anything crazy big. We're kind of gonna have to horse him around to make sure we don't get tangled up with our other line. Oop. Like that, there we go. Woo! If I take a guess, it seems like another Jack Crevalle. Woo! And that is what it's gonna be, is another Jack. Hey, a fish is a fish, but hopefully we can get on a snook here pretty soon. That would be nice. But I will take a rod bend. There we go. And there he goes. I think that's enough jacks for today. Something came up and just destroyed this freaking mullet. He's swimming away on the surface right over there. Oh, there he goes. Bail open. Oh, he ate. He ate. He ate. Woo! Oh, and he's gone. That was definitely gonna be another ladyfish. God dang, they are hard to hook and hard to keep on the hook, I can tell you that. We're hooked up into something actually pretty decent this time. Probably our biggest fish of the day. He's actually spinning the boat a little bit here. If I had to take a guess, right now another Jack Crevalle. But I can tell you the action of this pole is awesome. This Cast King inshore pole. Yep, looks like it's gonna be another Jack Crevalle. Man, these jacks are everywhere today. Whew, it's gonna be some gnarly head shakes. Like I said, super fun fighting fish. They're super powerful. It's not what we're after here today. He is, you can see we have him hooked just barely in the corner of the mouth there. But that is going to be our biggest jack for today here. Beautiful, beautiful fish as always. Like, nothing wrong with these guys. They're not good eating or anything like that. Just purely catch and release game fish. Head first. There he goes. I can't even finish eating my sandwich without getting bit. We got another fish on, ladies and gents. Exactly the same as the last fish. Which of course leads me to believe it's gonna be another Jack Crevalle. Oh no! No way! We got mud snapper, baby! Woo! Oh yeah! Talk about the unexpected catch right there. Mutton snapper, baby! We're having dinner tonight. Just kidding, he's way too small. They have to be 18 inches to keep. He's like 12. But hey, freaking mutton snapper? Talk about an unexpected catch right there. That is unexpected when I'm out here fishing inshore with some live mullet. Hook out, absolutely beautiful fish. These guys are super delicious and we target them when we go offshore fishing. Absolutely beautiful, but he's going back today. See you, buddy. I didn't expect to catch a mutton snapper today. That's awesome. Let me tell you all this. I was trying to come out fishing at sunset last night. Weather did not permit though, so that's why we ended up fishing the middle of the day here today. And let me tell you guys, we get spoiled fishing those early hours of the day. Man, the fishing is so much better. It is hot out here today. The fish are struggling to bite besides them like dry crevalles and stuff, so we're picking up, we're moving. We're gonna run a little bit just to get the boat running and get myself some air because it's hot and still out here. So we're gonna try fishing some maybe deeper water. Right now is the plan. Think a little bit deeper water, maybe the fish will be down a little bit deeper where it's a little bit cooler and they're not baking here in the sun. That's the idea of it. So really I think it's an excuse just to run out and get a little air and, you know, get moving here. But either way, we're gonna run, see what else we can find here today. As you can see by the vessels, a lot bigger than Little Salty. We are definitely in some deeper water now. And by all those pelicans, and maybe you can see the disturbance on the water, this area is loaded with these finger mullets. Yeah, baby, we're hooked up! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're fish here. Woo! On the casting setup. Yeah, baby. Woo! Gotta love it when a plan comes into fruition. Oh my god, looks like another freaking jack. Oh no, it's a snook. We got a snook, baby! Woo! Oh yeah. There we go. Woohoo! Our first snook of the day, finally. Came on a live mullet in deeper water. What did I say, y'all? There are big fish here. They're blowing up all over the schools. We gotta get ready to get it back out, but first, we gotta admire a beautiful snook. Absolute beauty. These fish, there's just nothing like it. These fish are absolutely phenomenal. It's beautiful fish, all lit up, beautiful colors like this. Nice little maybe ocean snook or lives in cleaner water, but that's enough. We're gonna get back in the water. He's ready to go. And I know there's a lot of sharks around this area, so I don't want to revive him for too long. Biting down on my thumb, he's ready to go. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, we're on the pole. We're on the pole. We're getting hit. We're getting hit. We're getting hit. Whoa! Oh, I think he got her mullet off. Man, there's some fish here today. Oh yeah. We got 2 empty hooks here. All right. It's game on now. Woohoo! We're hooked up again. I just got the bait out. Oh yeah, I thought I lost him, but nope, we're still on. Woohoo! The action here is insane. What do we got? Looks like a jack crevalle this time. All right, so that's what we were hoping for. I thought it was gonna be a big old snook, but let's go ahead and get this guy released. There we go, big old jack crevalle, nice size. Clean release. Especially once you get towards these inlets, they start to get big. There are fish everywhere. There we go. We're hooked up. Woohoo! Our trolling motor battery is, I think, dead. So this is making things 1,000 times harder. But we're trying to persevere here. I'm pretty sure we got a pretty decent snook on here right now. Looks like he might jump. It's coming up. Woohoo! Oh my god, it's the world's freaking biggest ladyfish. Are you kidding me? This thing is giant. But I am not exaggerating. This is one of the biggest ladyfish I've ever seen. Look at the size of them. Absolutely freaking huge. Wow. It's like 20 inches. There he goes. Clean release. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna stay out here. I hate leaving this turning basin right now with all this bait and the fish blowing up. The fish blowing up has slowed down a little bit, but the trolling motor being dead is making this really hard. I'm having to drive and bait and everything at the same time. So we might just come out here tomorrow after work. It's also, oh my god, there was fish blowing up. Oh, all right, let's get back to baiting. But it's also a weekend, and I don't like fishing on weekends to begin with, but that's also making things harder. I think we're gonna go ahead and have to head on back. This wind is pushing me hard, too many boats, no trolling motor. It's just a little too hard out here to try to fish this school mullet, but it's not so active anymore. But I think we're gonna come back out one of these weekdays here, fish the sunset, and come right for this turning basin. Senior Salty hooked up to what looks like a snook. Oh yeah. A little snook, but still.
Not as big as the one you tied over there.
Yep.
So, here he is. Come here, little guy. There we go.
Nice. Decent size.
Yeah, he took that whole bait. Look at it. Nice.
Maybe like 18 inches. He's slapping your water bottle, by the way.
Okay.
That's going to taste good. There we go.
Is.
Nice snook.
Nice little schnook.
Haven't caught a snook in a while there, Senior Salty. Huh?
No. Where did it go?
Be good. There you go. Later.
Go get him.
Nice fish.
Thank you.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's adventure out here on Little Salty. Hey, you know what? We didn't catch any fish that is something to brag about, but we caught a whole ton of fish, or a whole boatload of fish. So if you guys did enjoy today's adventure, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. I'm going to go ahead and link another video over here on the left side of the screen that I really think you guys are going to go enjoy. Watch that one next. Thank you guys again, and until our next video, remember to keep living salty.